A view of I-40 in Chesapeake Energy Arena, taken from the Skydance Bridge in Oklahoma City. That's our setting tonight. Well, the weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, Kemba Walker is a multiple-time All-Star. But from his first seasons in the league, stardom was not assured. Even he said, "I never saw myself playing at this level. There were times I didn't know if I even belonged in the NBA. I guess you could say I'm surprised." Now, Kevin, every player has those doubts at the beginning, but few overcome them the way Kemba has.
David, he's come a long way. Thank you. Of course, we know these teams have great perimeter play, and they rely on it a lot.
It feels as though, Kevin, the current rules in today's game favor ball handling. They favor shooting ability. They want high-scoring games with an ability to go unimpeded to the basket. And what it translates to me, it translates to pretty free-flowing basketball. You've seen the game evolve over the years, Kevin. What's your take on it?
I love the way that we see guys with great handles that can shoot and penetrate. I love the bigs outside.
Here we go.
I got to tell you, Doris, there's nothing about the game I don't like right now.
I'm right there with you.
Look at Cleveland's starting group. Kemba Walker is out there with Bledsoe. Then it's Tatum, and there's Gordon, and it's McCollum in at the 3. And for Oklahoma City, John Collins is out there with Bridges. Then there's Victor Oladipo, and it's Fox, and it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the pace.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Walker the pass to McCollum. That's tipped. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Here's Oladipo. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
Well, Victor Oladipo is unafraid in the face of contact. That's a nice move.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. And he makes the first.
And you hear it all the time about how they say reaching the top can be the easy part. It's the staying there that's the true challenge. And Victor Oladipo achieved stardom, but has to make his way back after his knee injury in early 2019.
Oladipo hits them both. And Oladipo had already dealt with soreness in that right knee, and you talked about that, missing about a month earlier in the season.
And some suggested he came back too soon. Hindsight always 20/20, and players want to be out there to help win games. Sometimes teams have to protect them from themselves.
Now, here's Bridges. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. And Oladipo kicks to Bridges. Outside, Fox. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Walker and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Fantastic positioning there to contest out.
And this is what the really good defensive players do. They anticipate, and they're rarely fooled. Obviously, times have been quite tough lately, but you have to think back to Cleveland's first and only title in 2016. LeBron's second season back in the city, and boy, did he deliver on his promise.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Eric Bledsoe. And that was an incredible year back in 2016. Of course, Draymond Green in that series suspended for Game 5. Doris changing the momentum.
Amazing to think, Kevin, how quickly things can shift and change in the NBA. Credit the Cavaliers. They made the bigger shots, and they had the best player on the floor in LeBron James. That was a season to remember. Well, the Thunder begin on the defensive end of the floor. This is a team whose formula is to force a ton of turnovers, come up with steals, get out in transition. Last year, 4th in the league in defensive rating.
Fox, no good. And the Cavaliers with possession. McCollum with the ball, defended by Adams. And the basket by McCollum. The Thunder have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And for the Thunder defense, Doris, it starts with their rebounding.
Well, you have to begin with their strong interior defense. That lets their wings get out and pressure and take some chances. Defense has turned into a pillar for this team.
Here's Bledsoe after the basket by De'Aaron Fox. Bounce pass from Bledsoe. The 3 from McCollum. Drills it from outside. McCollum's got 5.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Outside Collins.
Who's watching him?
Back to Fox. McCollum against Bridges. Oladipo for 3. No good on that one. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Walker the pass to McCollum. Good work defensively by Fox.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Oladipo against McCollum. The 17-footer. Here's Adams. And, oh, that was close. He draws the foul. He'll shoot 2.
I'll tell you, Steven Adams is a load on the block. That frame makes him an impossible check.
Doris, Adams a terrific player on the floor. But you know what? He's a great teammate as well. They always talk about the great chemistry he brings to the Thunder.
And anyone who's had a conversation with Steven Adams knows he is quite a character. This guy is so easygoing. He's fun. I think he brings a great vibe to the locker room.
2 shots. Match on the first.
And the first one drops. And this is what we've been waiting for all summer long, all off-season long. After many months, Doris, basketball is finally back.
And what's incredible, Kevin, is the NBA's popularity just continues to grow. There's worldwide enthusiasm. The NBA players represent the league so well, and my goodness gracious, can they play some basketball?
Interesting how now the league, Doris, is commanding the calendar all year round. It used to be such a seasonal game. Now it's 365 days a year.
So many storylines throughout the course of the summer. Who's playing where and with whom?
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Oladipo, the pass to Adams. Outside Collins. The wide open look here for Oladipo. Good on the triple. Oladipo's got 7.
Well, Victor Oladipo wants the three-point answer, and he delivers it. Nicely done.
Bledsoe finds Gordon. And here's Walker outside. Drills the three-pointer. Walker's got his second basket of the night.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now, here's Fox. He's coming off a 28-point game against Utah. Just 5 to shoot. Gordon trying to break loose. Offensive rebound. Adams' shot is off.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Walker against Fox. Outside, Walker. Shoots over Fox. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got 4 rebounds in this game. Inside, and finished off by Collins.
Yeah, instinctively, too. Fox there looking to be a ball mover, a facilitator. And that's one reason why his team is playing well.
Now, here's Walker. 11 points for him in that last game against Chicago. McCollum, no good.
Terrific closeout there to challenge the three.
It may be the hardest thing to do in basketball. Close under control, and he's more than up to the task.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Now, here's Walker. He's got 5. Bledsoe against Collins. Bledsoe passes to Gordon. Now in his 6th season in the NBA, hard to believe Aaron Gordon is still just 24 years of age.
Not much older than some rookies coming in. You wonder what his ceiling will be.
And one of the more transcendent athletes in the game. Aaron Gordon still has some untapped potential. He could make a big leap.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
To me, Aaron Gordon has all the tools you'd want from a player on the rise. Very good establishing chemistry with his teammates, and all the necessary attributes are there to take a big jump.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. The Thunder have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. And Fox gets it to go. And Greg, we've seen Gordon playing in a slower pace system. He was asked to play at the small forward.
Not ideal, Kevin. He's better off as a small ball power forward, getting out in the lane and using those springs to rise over the D.
Tatum's shot is off. And Collins has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They came away with the victory in their last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building.
And the last time they were able to come away with that win because of their depth. Great production from the reserves.
I think sometimes the bench can make or break you in a particular game, and that was a total team effort, no question.
McCollum. Second shot opportunity, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Make no mistake, this is a fundamentally sound player. Jason Tatum skilled at drawing contact.
Moves on moves. Greg, that's Jason Tatum.
I mean, this guy's a natural isolation scorer. Jab steps, crossovers, turnarounds, fadeaways. He's got an awful lot in his bag.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. And you look at Jason Tatum able to play either forward position. Doris, do you think his future is at the 3 or at the 4?
I think he is interchangeable at either position because his scoring can be devastating. For Jason Tatum, it's really a matter of making sure he continues to gain strength, continue to be a force and factor on the defensive end, and probably enhance his footwork around the rim a little bit.
And so Tatum nails them both.
And Doris, hard to find many arenas that have a better home court advantage than Oklahoma City.
Greg, it is the only show in Oklahoma City, and this arena gets loud. The fans come out every game. There is no doubting this is one of the best arenas in the NBA.
And now it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. 5th on the list, the Thunder.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
And he knocks down the first one. Doris, there are these players whose wingspans exceed their height by 6 inches or more. They're called +6s, kind of a new term. Talk about that with the scouts look into those numbers.
Well, one of the things you like to have in a defensive player is length and versatility along with that length. So guys who maybe their size lists them at one thing, but that length enables them to guard a little bit differently. Guys like Kawhi Leonard, Draymond Green, Montrezl Harrell, all those guys might be listed a certain size, Kevin, but boy, their length is problematic and makes them such exceptional defensive players.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's guarded closely, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Eric Bledsoe. The Thunder shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Yeah, last season, around 71% of the free throws made. And you know what? That has to be a point of emphasis this year.
2 shots. Last on the first.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Both good from the line that time.
And you think back to LeBron's last year in Cleveland, one wonders how differently it may have turned out if Kyrie was there with him.
Well, you think back, Greg, Isaiah Thomas was never healthy. He had been a recent All-Star with another team. They were counting on his quickness and his scoring. But through it all, the Cavaliers reached the NBA Finals. Just another testament to the talent and the leadership that LeBron gives you.
Now here's Bledsoe. Tim Hardaway unable to get his last shot to go. Pass to Zeller. Dishes to Walker. That's good on the jump shot. Walker's got 9.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Stolen by Bledsoe. And now running up the court, Bledsoe pushing it up. And the basket by Ingles. And now a 4-point Cavalier lead.
Eric Bledsoe's court vision is probably underrated. What a pretty pass.
Fox kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Hardaway with a wide open look. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Outside, Walker. Now the pass to Bogdanovic. Cleveland moving the ball around. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. No good from Bledsoe.
Absolutely tenacious guy. Stuck right on him defensively. Bothered that shot.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Walker against Fox. Walker dishes to Zeller. He kicks it to Bogdanovic. Buries it from 3-point range. And the Cavaliers lead by 4.
Well, Bojan Bogdanovic, simply stated, has become a knockdown 3-point shooter.
Pass to Hardaway. That one, no good. And Cleveland the other way now. To the inside. And the dunk by Zeller.
I'm telling you this, if you leave one of Ingles' teammates open, Joe is going to find him.
Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. Guarded by Bledsoe. Lopez outside. 6 to shoot. Hardaway against Bogdanovic. The Cavaliers pull it in.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Ahead. Shot's good by Walker. And now it's an 8-point Cleveland lead.
What an excellent passer from the small forward position. Joe Ingles does such a great job setting up his teammates.
Knocked away. Now here's Holmes. Ingles covering to stop the run. Holmes can't get it to go in. The Cavaliers leading by 8. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his first foul. Bridges, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Here's Bogdanovich. Yep, it counts. Bogdanovich has got his second basket of the night.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Pass to Lopez. Now, here's Fox. Pass to Hardaway. Back to Fox. He dishes it to Lopez. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
Don't you love watching Brook Lopez get to that mid-range, stretch the floor with his shooting ability? Really good stuff.
That's a 2-pointer from Walker. Again, the Cavaliers score.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Fox with it. He has 6. From deep three-point range, Kemba Walker firing on all cylinders for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
Here's Fox. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Taking a look at the Thunder. Richaun Holmes out there with Brook Lopez. Then there's Hardaway. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Fox in at the point guard position. Here's Walker. Tim Hardaway making his last shot. They double-team Walker. Kicks to Zeller. Bledsoe taking his time here. There's the triple. No good on that one. Thunder trailing by 8.
Well, the evolution of Brook Lopez continues as he is now a premier stretch 5. His three-point shot continues to get better and now a huge part of his arsenal.
Great move on his way to the bucket there. Just couldn't get it to fall.
Bridges inside the three-point line. Off the left rim and out. Oklahoma City shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Here's Fox. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Lopez bold enough to give himself a nickname.
Yeah, well, what was it? Splash Mountain or something like that? I guess he's earned it with the work he's put in on his outside shooting. More and more centers these days shooting the 3-ball.
First one falls for him. Of course, you and I were just talking about this as more and more players are going public with their trade requests. Do you think that's had a negative impact on the game?
Well, Kevin, I certainly think it makes long-term planning for NBA franchises a lot more difficult because contractually we are not seeing them hold true to the particular organization they may have signed that contract with. The reality is this in today's NBA. You've got to be nimble as an organization, and you have got to be attractive to them. And I mean that with great ownership, great leadership, and who are the players currently in your system. You have got to be incredibly nimble to be successful in today's NBA.
I think you're right on.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
Now here's Hardaway. Last game with 30 points.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
No good from Bledsoe. Thunder trailing by 9. Outside, Fox. And that's basket number 4. He's taken 9 shots to this point.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Bogdanovich left side. Back to Bledsoe. No good that time. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
And for the Thunder, one of the assistant coaches leaving this past summer. Greg, how much of a concern is that for head coach Billy Donovan?
Possibly a sign that Donovan could be on the hot seat in OKC. I mean, 3 consecutive first-round exits. Donovan on the final year of his deal. The clock is definitely ticking.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
And with Eric Bledsoe, to me, when he's playing with confidence and when he's playing under control, this guy is a big-time difference maker.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Lopez. Collins comes in for Rashawn Holmes. Mikal Bridges checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Victor Oladipo in for De'Aaron Fox. Bledsoe hits them both. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander to the middle. Here's Oladipo. Good D by McCollum.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
The shot by Bledsoe. Nobody around. From outside, off the mark.
Boy, he hasn't found the range yet here in the second period. Only 1 triple for him tonight.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams. Right side, Collins. Bridges kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Adams trying to free himself up. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Tatum on the wing. Sinks the 15-footer. And the Cavaliers lead by 9.
Jason Tatum's form is pure on the catch and shoot. So nice.
The pass to Bridges. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Oladipo outside. Shot on the wing. Kept alive. And hammer it home! Hammer it home, baby!
That is authority right there.
It was. Now here's Bledsoe. 9 points in the game so far. Gordon, the pass to McCollum. Over Bridges. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Passes it to Oladipo. Poked away, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum. And here's what Cleveland's schedule is looking like. On Friday, they're off to Charlotte to face off with the Hornets. And then on Saturday, they'll continue the road trip, heading out to Atlanta to take on the Hawks.
And guys, one thing about road trips like this one, they'll be seeing this as a chance for the team to come together. It might be a bit of a silver lining for a trip that doesn't always provide a lot of success.
Just put the pass in his vicinity, and Aaron Gordon will take care of the rest.
McCollum against Oladipo. To the paint, here's Bridges, and a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists now in this one. Now here's Bledsoe. He kicks to McCollum. A three-pointer off the mark.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the baseline.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And
wow.
I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Very well. He's perfect from the line this time. The Cavaliers leading by 5. To the middle. Gordon trying to break loose. And the rejection by Collins. Here's Bridges. The Thunder with another miss. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Gordon. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And he may not have gotten the same attention as some of the other picks back in the 2017 draft break, but John Collins out of Wake Forest has been outstanding thus far in his career.
Really one of the league's best kept secrets. Tremendous athleticism, also great hands, and just has a knack for moving to the open spot around that rim.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses.
So how about the Cavaliers head coach John Beilein making his NBA debut after 27 seasons as a college basketball coach? Think back to his time at Michigan, the first back-to-back 30-win seasons in school history. This is an excellent hire for Cleveland.
Joe Ingles is checked in for Miles Bridges. He hits the second from the line. And Doris, isn't it interesting? Coach John Beilein has never, at any level, been an assistant coach.
No, but he has made his way through the ranks, going from high school to junior college, Division III, Division II, and then right up through the ranks of Division I. So he now makes the final leap to the NBA. How cool is that, Kev?
Thunder trailing by 6. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Boy, now you have to think about pulling him. 3 fouls already in this half. A 4th would be inexcusable.
Left side, Adams. Over to the left wing. Just 5 on the clock. Inside, here's Collins. They get it back. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Ingles in the corner. There's the 3. Bridges with the board.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Oladipo goes in. The Thunder with another miss.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Now here's Bledsoe. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. McCollum outside. Shoots over Bridges. McCollum no good. Thunder trailing by 6. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And there's the bucket from Victor Oladipo.
Wow, the handle of Victor Oladipo is fantastic. Uses that to get right through the defense.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. And those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. And some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
Kemba Walker's checked in for Eric Bledsoe.
Here's a look at the stats for Gilgeous-Alexander. How he performed last season. Averaged about 11 points a game last season. 3 assists and 3 rebounds. And right now for him, it's about gaining experience and continuing to develop his game.
This is a man's game, and you've got to earn your minutes in this league. This guy, his time will come eventually.
Now here's McCollum. He's coming off a 22-point game against Chicago.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboards. What a complete game for this guy. Just 1 for 5 this quarter. You know he wants to help his team, but not sure if shooting is the way to do it.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 points for him. Pass to Collins. Shoots over Walker. Shot by Collins, no good. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They've led by as much as 10.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And Adams with the slam.
Well, the New Zealander shows a little hops on the alley-oop.
The Cavaliers leading by 7. Here's Walker. He's got 13. Gordon kicks to Walker. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Oladipo. Down low. And Adams with the basket on the assist by Oladipo. And that's now 7 points for Steven Adams. Walker looking for an opening. McCollum with the ball. Now defended by Oladipo. Here's Walker. It's hauled by Adams. Adams has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. The kick out to Oladipo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on C.J. McCollum. Coming into the NBA, Victor Oladipo, Greg, drew some comparisons to Dwayne Wade, but it was working out with D-Wade that helped take Victor's game to the next level.
And listen, anytime you're the 2nd overall pick, which he was back in 2013, stardom is expected. It just took a while. Now he's got to apply that same work ethic to overcoming the knee injury.
And he can't get the first one.
There are a few things that you love about Victor Oladipo. Number one, the energy and effort he plays with every night. His willingness to carry a load on the offensive end. But more than that, guys, it's the tone and tenor of unselfishness that he sets for this entire group.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Lopez, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Rashawn Holmes comes in for Collins. Hardaway's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Fox in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's McCollum. He's got 8. Back to Bogdanovich. From deep. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Bogdanovich has got 8.
Oh, even from way downtown, Bogdanovich maintains that steady delivery.
Oklahoma City moving it around. Count that one. Lopez has got his second bucket of the night.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Now here's Walker. He's got 15. He can't get that one. Good D by Lopez. Outside Fox. And the 3-ball is good. And now it's just a 4-point Cavalier lead.
Now, Victor Oladipo's passing skills probably unappreciated. This guy is very unselfish and capable.
Bogdanovich finds Ingles. Over Hardaway. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Ingles has got his second bucket of the game to go. Fox passes to Hardaway. Fox against Walker. 36 seconds left to play in the first half. Lopez passes to Fox. From deep three-point range, Zeller grabs the board. The Cavaliers leading by 6. To the inside, Ingles. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, he started as a perimeter threat, but Joe Ingles outstanding at finding a way to the cup inside and forcing the issue.
It's his first trip to the line.
And he finished last season right around 71% from the line, so not exactly his best percentage.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Ingles.
What you love about Joe Ingles is he's going to give you a little bit of everything. He can score it, he can pass it, he can board it, and he can guard. Whatever you need, he's going to bring it.
He hits both from the stripe. 19 seconds left now here in the second. Now Oladipo. He's coming off a 16-point game against Utah.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points.
And no good on the last second attempt this time.
I think one thing you know about Joe Ingles is he understands angles defensively, and he will compete.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Aaron, you all have played at a high level so far. What has worked for you?
We're sticking to the game plan. Our coaches really drew up something good for us. They wrote it out, and we're sticking to it, and we're executing very well.
Yeah, that's obvious the way you all have played. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. We've reached halftime of our first regular season game.
I'm swimming.
I thought you thought maybe the first half was going swimmingly. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet, Shaquille. Kemba Walker was the story in the first quarter. He ended up with 15 points and 1 rebound. What'd you think, Shaq, about Cleveland?
I'm happy for Kemba Walker. I really am. You know, we've all seen the work he's put in. We knew coming out of college he had the heart of a champion. Now he has the complete game of a champion.
And over to Kenny. Your thoughts on the Thunder?
Well, the perimeter D is just too loose. I mean, there's no excuse for letting the team rain that many threes on you. And at that high a percentage, guys aren't fighting through screens. They're not staying with their shooters. They're not helping out. Just bad basketball on a defensive end. They've got to tighten it up on a high level in the second half.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. What a game we're seeing from Kemba Walker.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Thunder trailing by 8, and so in the game for the Cavaliers, we've got Kemba Walker, Gordon out there with Jason Tatum. Then there's McCollum, and it's Bledsoe in at the 2 spot. Now here's Adams. It's Oladipo on the wing. That one doesn't go. Gordon with the defensive effort. And it's Bledsoe with the ball for the Cavaliers. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. And they're in the thick of this long road run. That's the third of 7 straight on the road. Walker against Fox. And Adams kicks to Oladipo. Wants to get it to Collins and does. Got a hand on it.
Well, really improving as a defender. Jason Tatum has those long arms to redirect shots.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Here's Fox. The Cavaliers making the shot. The Cavaliers pull it in. Tatum's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's McCollum. And the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there.
Wow, what a start. 3 for 3. Terrific play calling. Everything clicking out of the gates here.
Here's Oladipo. Walker with some nice D.
Wow, another empty possession out of the gates. 0 for 4 in this half. Brutal.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Tatum against Oladipo. The kick out to Fox. Down low, here's Adams, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, you love when Steven Adams shows his strength. Even with the defense in his grill, he finds a way to score.
Or as you think about the anchor of this team, Steven Adams just holds it down in the middle.
Oh, Steven Adams does so much, but it all starts on the defensive end with this guy. He takes away so much space on the interior. He is commanding on the backboards. He contests shots. Everything you could hope for, Steven Adams brings.
What's up?
And Adams, no good on that one.
Boy, there's just a brute strength and physicality about Steven Adams. This guy knows his role and plays it to perfection.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
For Cleveland, they have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
And look back a season ago, they did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Oladipo, the pass to Collins. Now, here's Fox. He's guarded by McCollum. Fox looking it over. Shot clock at 6. Here's Collins. Good on the bucket. Collins has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
McCollum finds Bledsoe. Outside Gordon. Back to Bledsoe. On the wing, Gordon. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Oladipo. And it's good off the back rim and in. Oladipo's got 12.
You simply must respect the mid-range game of Victor Oladipo. When given the opportunity, he will capitalize.
And there's the bucket from Tatum.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Bridges checks in. Oladipo hits them both. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Walker the pass to Bridges. Shoots over Bridges. Bridges misses. Thunder trailing by 11. Oladipo outside. Lets it go. Here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you always know what you're going to get from Walker from the line. He's been a solid, consistent free throw shooter his entire career.
Well, you have to give credit to Kemba Walker, who has always found ways to improve his game year after year. Has worked on that shot and tool set enough where he can now be a handful to defend for any guard.
The first one falls. And with Walker, as he has progressed as a player, you know, Greg, so has his leadership.
And Kemba has been a natural leader for so long during his time. When your leader puts in the work that Kemba does, it has to inspire the rest of that roster.
And the Thunder making a change here. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the strike right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
And there's the pass to Collins. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Guarded by Bledsoe. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Fox. Count it, good.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Here's Tatum. After the basket by De'Aaron Fox. Shoots over Bridges. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Miles Bridges.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And not a season, Doris, that pops off the stat sheet, but a strong rookie campaign for Mikal Bridges.
You simply can't ignore the defense he brings for this team. Very refined for his experience level. Teams would love to see him grow into a third option on the offensive end with this roster. Let's see if that happens.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Bridges. The Cavaliers leading by 7. Walker dishes to Bridges. Five to shoot. Passes to Bledsoe. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Collins has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. The baseline J. Tries again. Adams. And it's denied. Walker at the elbow. Here's Gordon. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, Aaron Gordon can be a dependable rebounder when he puts his mind to it. Nicely done.
We've seen him miss a couple from the line so far, going 2 for 4.
Looking back to last season, he was at about 73%.
One free throw good from Gordon.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And he goes in for the dunk.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. Walker the pass to Tatum. To the middle. Here's Bledsoe. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. 8 points for him. That's tipped.
He has the length to send shots back. I like seeing Bridges make his presence felt on this end.
Gordon finds Walker. Gordon trying to break loose. Good work defensively by Fox. Thunder trailing by 8. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Adams outside. Lobbed up there for Fox. Can't hit that one. And Walker's got the ball here for the Cavaliers. Here's Bridges, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And looking at the numbers for De'Aaron Fox, good season for him last year. 8th in assists, and of course, he's got a nose for the ball. He ranked in the top 10 in steals last season.
And his floor awareness was impeccable last season. As you mentioned, top 10 in assists, just does a great job of getting everyone involved. Oh, good on that.
I tell you, Bridges, you see the athleticism, the improving skill set, and the instincts are coming along.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Brook Lopez is checked in for Steven Adams. Rashawn Holmes comes in for John Collins. Hardaway is subbed in for Bridges. Zeller, he's checked in for Cleveland. Bogdanovich comes in for Tatum. And he's good on the second. Thunder trailing by 9. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pass to Lopez. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got assist number 7 for him tonight.
You simply have to remember that Brook Lopez can stroke the jumper. This guy on catch and shoot is terrific.
Now here's Walker. 17 points in the game. Misses the wing J. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered closely. Inside. And Lopez throws it down.
Boy, you love Lopez's effort. This guy dunking is easy for him, right? He's close to the rim, 7 foot. Come on now.
The Cavaliers leading by 4. Right side to Walker. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the league's top shot blockers from last season. 4th, Brook Lopez.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
And he makes the first. Joe Ingles, who's checked in for Cleveland. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. So it's the Thunder now. 6-point game. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team.
And the quickness Fox has, boy, it's impressive. Just coasting to the cup with ease.
Walker the pass to Bogdanovich. Out to the right wing. Clock is at 3. Near the three-point line, it's Bledsoe. He can't get that one to fall. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And the dunk by Lopez.
Timeout.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for Cleveland. High post Eller. Back to Bledsoe. Outside Bogdanovich. The pass to Bledsoe. Bogdanovich against Hardaway. Ingles trying to get open. A nice shot by Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got 10 points.
Well, I'll tell you, the defense can't stop that. Bogdanovich with the ridiculous delivery.
There's the double team with Walker. Eller against Hardaway. He can't hit that time. Ready by Bogdanovich. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. And a wide open look for Walker. No good off the front iron. Thunder trailing by 4. Hardaway passes to Fox. Back to Hardaway. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Cody Zeller.
Well, this is a quick and decisive offensive player who's not afraid of contact. Love Tim Hardaway Jr. accepting the contact. Well, think back to before he moves on to the Dallas Mavericks. While Tim Hardaway Jr. was with the Knicks, he was carrying such a burden offensively because Porzingis was still recovering.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And we've seen Hardaway be a much more efficient player than in the past.
What we know, Kevin, unequivocally, is that this young man can score the basketball. But what you hope is the best players in the NBA are all about efficiency. That's what you want Hardaway Jr. thinking about. How can I be the most efficient guy on the floor?
And the second free throw, good.
Yeah, Tim Hardaway Jr. to me is a terrific all-around player, right? He can score it, he can pass it, he'll rebound the position. There's a lot to like about his game.
Now, here's Walker, who's got 19. Now, here's Bogdanovich, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Brook Lopez. And in a league obsessed with shooting, easy to see why Bojan Bogdanovich has solidified himself as a key player.
I mean, over 40% from long range in recent years, competes defensively. He's a player.
And the first one drops.
Boy, when you talk to his teammates and his coaching staff, Bojan Bogdanovich, one of the toughest guys you'll see in the league. He doesn't say much, kind of stays to himself, but boy, when the ball goes up, does this guy compete.
And so Bogdanovich nails both of them. And growing up a young child in the violence of Croatia during the Yugoslav wars, Doris, Bogdanovich said it affected everyone.
Not only that, Kevin, but think about it. This is a young man who at 16 years of age left his home on his own to go play pro basketball in Madrid. And what does it translate to? Well, he can now speak 4 languages. I'll tell you this, Bogey knows a thing or two about resiliency.
Now here is Hardaway, following the miss by C.J. McCollum. Hardaway kicks to Fox. Stolen by Walker. Here's Bogdanovich. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Yeah, smart heads-up defense by Walker, setting up the break. He's so good at coming up with those steals without putting himself or his team at risk.
Now here's Hardaway. He has 6. Passes it to Holmes. 6 on the shot clock. Over Ingles. Holmes can't get it to go in. Cleveland leading by 7. There's Walker with the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Walker's got 22.
Well, that's his second 3 of the game. 1 in the first half, 1 here.
Fox with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Here's Holmes. Trying to get open is Lopez. And that one drops for him.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
And here's Bogdanovich. He's got 14. Back to Walker. A 3. Ingles trying to get open. Walker's shot is off. Fox against Walker. And it's Fox with the jam.
Yeah, Fox has got great leaping ability, and he likes to get up off the ground there for the flush.
Fox against Walker. It's McCollum on the wing. Takes a 3. That one's not going to go. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. And we'll be right back after this. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, Greg. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. That's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. We've got Hardaway. De'Aaron Fox out there with Oladipo. And there's Rashawn Holmes. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Hardaway, no good. Cleveland leading by 6. Bogdanovich looking around. McCollum dishes to Zeller. Walker against Fox. Outside, Bogdanovich. Lopez with the block.
Lopez needs to hold down the fort on defense. An incredible wingspan to get that one.
Oladipo, the pass to Fox. Pass to Holmes. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Holmes got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Thunder. Pass to Tatum. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
I love when Jason Tatum is aggressive to score the basketball. He does a tremendous job keeping his focus.
For the Thunder, Steven Adams, he's checked in for Lopez. John Collins comes in for Rashawn Holmes, and it's Bridges in for Hardaway. Gordon's checked in for Cleveland. And that one falls for Tatum.
You get the sense that Jason Tatum has a drive to be great. This is a young player who doesn't lack for confidence. I love watching him play.
Now here's Adams, and there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. And that'll be his third foul so far. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. They trail by 7. Oladipo misses. For Cleveland, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Six to shoot. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Oklahoma City's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. It's Fox with the drive, and it's Fox with the jam.
Well, I think it's fair to say that Fox is in the zone right now. An exciting player to watch. I just love seeing how he can take over a game with his aggressiveness.
Now here's Tatum. The rebound by Steven Adams.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Bridges. Miles Bridges, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Both free throws good from Bridges. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. McCollum dishes to Gordon. Here's Walker. It's good. Walker's got 9 points here in the second half.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
Now, here's Collins. Over Tatum. Count it, and the Cavalier lead has been cut to just 3 points on the basket from Collins.
I'll tell you, tough first half, puts it in the rear view. The shooting percentage starting to reflect that.
McCollum passes to Tatum. Back to McCollum. Shot clock at 5. A floater, and the rejection by Collins. Gordon against Bridges. To the paint, here's Fox, and McCollum with the block. Outside, Tatum fires from deep, and Adams sends it back.
Well, so good at anticipating when shots are going to go up. Steven Adams, terrific protecting the basket.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Bridges. Cavaliers making a switch here. Bledsoe's checked in. And so he makes both from the line. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Cavaliers. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Bledsoe outside. Shot clock at 6. Baseline try. That shot missing. Good work defensively by Fox. To take the lead. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Walker the pass to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
Now here's Oladipo. Back to Adams. Gordon with the defensive effort.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Here's Collins. Kemba Walker making his last shot. Here's Adams. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. And that's 11 points for Steven Adams.
Listen, there is a touch and a confidence about Steven Adams. If he's in the paint, he will get it done.
Walker in the post. Guarded by Fox. Walker's shot is off. Oladipo.
Oh. You got to be kidding. Well, we know Oladipo is an elite dunker, one of the most creative guys when he's at the rim.
And the Cavaliers call time here. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to listen in on John Beilein's huddle with his team. With this game in the balance, he really came after his guys. He said, this is our time. Right now, be in the moment with each other. Do your job, and I promise you we'll win this game. Back to you.
Thanks, David. Here's Fox. Following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Oladipo against Gordon. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
We are talking about a big-time offensive rebounder, and Steven Adams unafraid to impose his will with that frame.
Now here's Tatum. Looking to end his cold spell, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
How about the confidence from this young gun? Jason Tatum's length is tough to deal with inside, guys.
The first one falls. And so Tatum nails them both. Thunder trailing by 3. Fox with it. He's picked up by Walker. There's the pass to Adams. Doesn't go for him. Gordon with the defensive effort. Cleveland's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Oladipo with the block.
Wow, the athleticism we talk about with Victor Oladipo. Send it back.
Bridges dishes to Adams. Poked loose. Stolen by Bledsoe. Now Cleveland moving it up. Gordon's running. And the rejection by Collins. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. Here's Fox. Outside Collins. Back to Fox. Clock at 6. Passes it to Adams. Shoots from the baseline. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Outside Tatum. Pass to Bledsoe. Here's Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Well, you have to admire the strength of Aaron Gordon. This guy is adept at finding his way through intense defense.
Fox passes to Adams. Over Bledsoe. Good on that shot. And with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Adams. Bledsoe against Oladipo. Bledsoe outside. Hit his leg. And the ref's whistling a kick ball. And the Cavaliers with possession here. Pass to Gordon from downtown.
And after getting off to such a good start offensively in that first half, haven't been quite as efficient here in the second.
Fox against Walker. Right side, Collins. And Adams with the slam.
I mean, this guy has become an expert at utilizing the screen and roll. Just does such a good job rolling to the rim and being a factor.
One shot.
And it's tied up with that one. Cleveland's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. McCollum against Fox. Baseline J on the way, and the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got 4 points this quarter.
A crucial breakdown defensively, and he was quick to make them pay.
We call that execution, Greg, getting the ball to the right guy where he can do some damage.
Now, here's Oladipo. Over Bledsoe. Again, the Thunder score.
Oladipo getting more confident in these big-time moments, demands the basketball and finds a way to score.
McCollum outside. Ball's not loose. And Fox with a clear path to the basket. And it's Fox with the jam.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Yeah, to start off with so many mistakes and still now find a way where everything's working, it allows their momentum and confidence to continue to build.
Walker. And again, it's Cleveland.
You got to shadow Walker. His mid-range game is on point.
Oklahoma City's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Tatum against Oladipo. Lobbed up there for Collins.
Oh, what a pass, and then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. To the left wing. The three, Bledsoe. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 6 assists now in the game.
And this is what we mean when we call someone a go-to scorer. Bledsoe coming up big when it counts.
Bridges, no one around him. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Oh, they give it up and then get the lead right back. 2 triples back-to-back. And the momentum swing in this game is ridiculous.
Now, here's Walker. Over Fox. And there's another one for the Cavaliers.
That is how he rolls. A prolific scorer. Walker's been calling his own number tonight.
Oladipo with the ball. And it's Gordon picking him up. And there's the bucket from Victor Oladipo.
Oladipo growing into that clutch player everyone believed he could be. What great poise down the stretch.
Walker's shot is off. So Oladipo will bring it up for the Thunder. The lead is 2. Got it!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Timeout called, Cleveland. They're trailing by 4. 50 seconds left in the game. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, De'Aaron Fox.
Plain and simple, his scoring is what made him our pick tonight. Even when the D's given him all their attention, they just have not been able to contain him. If they backed off him for 1 second, he made them pay.
.50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. There's 49 seconds left to play in the final quarter. To the inside, Oladipo. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Oladipo's got the lead up to 6 now for the Thunder. Here's Walker. So, guys, it comes down to this.
Time for your stars to shine.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're behind by 6. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. .29 seconds left in the fourth. Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Shooting 2.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, we know this. Free throw shooting is such a mental aspect of the game. This guy keeps his composure and comes through.
From deep. The rebound by Steven Adams.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have the confidence. You have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And it's Morant missing. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Victor, what does tonight's performance say about the confidence of this team?
Just we're pretty good. We play great together, and we play well together as a team. So when we do that, it's easier for us to beat teams.
Victor Wondermatha, thank you, my man. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.